Whoa. That was so quick. What is it? The devil. This wanted to come out in the other deck too. Devil's coming quick. This guy is coming slow. We have the slowest moving knight. We're making moves towards health, towards stability, towards the earth element. There's all these little baby birds. There's a bunch of little baby birds out here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little birds perched by my doorstep. They love the butterfly flowers. They're getting the seeds. That's what they're doing. The little birds are going and they're jumping onto the butterfly flowers that have already gone to seed, and I think they're taking the little seeds out of them. They're so cute. There's gotta be something about this. This is about some sort of life cycle thing. Oh, they're so little and cute. What are these tiny little birds? Are they babies? They're all fluffy. I need to plug my phone in. Harvesting. Something about harvesting, reaping what you sow. Something like this. That's nice. I like when animals show up when I'm filming. I think it always means something. Okay, what do we got in store for today? Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Toad. And I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad Realm. What's the Toad Realm, you may ask? It's the space between. Where do you go when you do drugs? That's the Toad Realm. It is everything and nothing. It's the spirit realm. I channel the Toad medicine, which takes you in the place. It takes you on the path that's uncomfortable. It takes you to the places that are dark and kind of scary. Because this helps us. This helps us face it, so that we can overcome them, so that we can get through it, so that we don't run from it. Toadies aren't afraid of the dark. Toadies aren't afraid of the shadow. The birds are gone now. All of them are gone. Whoa. We have the King of Wands. He wasn't supposed to be on the bottom. I just picked up the deck and there were a couple left over. This was on the bottom. I'm like, whoa, oh, there he is. He had to show his face. We're also seeing King of Wands, but it was supposed to be the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And we have the happy squirrel. Okay, King of Wands, we're back. Mr. Director over here. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. 7 of Pentacles, reversed. Page of Pentacles. And, like I said, the Knight of Wands. Okay, let's get a little more. Guys, what the fuck did I say about harvesting seeds? Oh my god! Okay, that's crazy. This is about not reaping what you sow or waiting for the fruits of your labor. The pentacles can usually be looked at like seeds. I think, okay, this is coming reversed. We're gonna have to get a little bit more. Interesting. I knew that had a message. I knew it. Wow. Okay. King of Pentacles, clarifying the Knight of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles, clarifying the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Sun, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. And we have the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I'm sweating right now, and it's not hot in here. It is not hot in here. Someone is nervous. Okay. I literally just cut to the Emperor. We got a nervous Emperor on our hands. A nervous King. It looks like someone's coming in. Someone's stable. It could be an earth sign. Please clarify the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands. World reversed. Chariot. Someone needs to get something off their back. Something isn't over. Something's not complete yet. The judgment has not been done. Please clarify my King of Wands. Hi, King. Please clarify the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And the Hierophant. Please clarify the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. The King and the Queen of Wands are both kind of coming reversed today. They're feeling a little less confident. Just clarify the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. There is a stable offer. There's the Queen of Wands again. There's a stable offer for a Empress character. There's also for some, there's an action today that can be taken that we can move forward on our finances, in our stability. Okay, we are becoming financially independent. There's also like an offer of commitment. There is a King of Pentacles here. Someone who's stable and committed. Four of Wands. Ah! The Fool. Again. Now there's the Castle. There's the Harvest. There's the Harvest. What do we need to take this leap on? There's the Devil again. Am I right that there's a stable committed offer for some? Because I do see the Hierophant. 10 of Pentacles with the 7 of Pentacles. Someone, okay, it could, with this coming in reverse, it could mean that it's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop waiting and actually maybe plant the seed with this coming next. Or maybe harvest the seed, right? We're ready to start going after our legacy, what we really want for the long term. 10 of Pentacles. It's the long run good game, right? 10 of Pentacles again. 10 of Pentacles with a 4. Ooh, God. King of fucking Pentacles again. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Cups again. Ugh, God. They're stable and they're committed. The King and the Queen of Wands. You know, with all these Pentacles today. Yesterday it was all the Wands. Today, we do have the King and the Queen of Wands. And we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. They're not going anywhere. I think they're in it for the long term. This is also representing that this is for the masculines and the feminines. When I get both, it means that I'm speaking to the masculine torchbearers and the feminine torchbearers. Please clarify the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. The 10 of Cups. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Got every card flip over. King and the Queen of Swords. Now I have the King and the Queen of Swords with the 4 of Wands. I try to clarify the Knight of Cups with the King. Ace to the 10, baby. Yeah, yesterday was the fire. Today I'm getting Pentacle energy above all else. I'm getting all of the signs, of course. I'm getting all of the elements, of course, but the Pentacle is the element today. The Pentacle is the element today. Let's get, do we need any animal medicine cards? Animal medicine? Oh, I thought it was that one. It's Wolf. We have Wolf. That's funny because the Devil yesterday was a wolf. And it's funny because when I was shuffling, I was like, I want to clarify the Devil again. Clarify the Devil. King of Cups. It was Happy Squirrel. And now I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. It's obsession. That's what it is. Someone's got their eye on someone. Oh my God! Holy shit. We've got all of the divine counterparts today. Oh my God. They are looking away from each other when they really want each other. They've got all of the elements. And this is really this is what the Emperor and the Empress are about. The Emperor and the Empress, they combine all of the elements. And when they, you know, of course, none of us are ever perfect, right? Of course not. But they're constantly checking their elements. That's what the world is. You know? That's what being the cosmic dancer is that you dance along. You don't worry about your mistakes. You don't worry about what could go wrong. You just keep checking. And if there is something that wasn't seen, then you start there. Then you start there. Are you keeping your elements in check? But whoever this divine, like, this could be why there's someone in my collective who is dealing with their divine counterpart. There's just no other question. Look at the snake in this one, the lion. I think the 2 cups is so funny in this one. The only one we haven't gotten is the Empress today. I did see her when I was shuffling, but holy shit. Okay, someone is definitely dealing with their divine counterparts. I think that's why, like, not all of us are. And I don't want to get anyone's delulu going too much, you know, but if you haven't come into contact with them yet, all right, then we're learning about these things. Then we're learning about ourselves. Then we're learning to become emperors and empresses within ourselves so that we can attract our divine counterparts. So this is the thing too, what people don't really understand is that in order to get to the place where you do attract your divine counterpart, okay, it's not like you have to be perfect. In fact, you've had to go through hell and back. You've had to go through hell and back. That's why it's the first card. That's why it's the first card. I love it. I'm not making this shit up. Do you guys see how I actually try to figure out what the message is? That I just don't just like think, oh, this is what the message is going to be before I pull the cards. God, I forget already. Yeah. Oh yeah. You've had to go through hell and back in order to get to, that's the point of the real sun, which we did get 2 times today. This is the point of the real sun. And this is where a lot of fucking readers have it wrong. A lot of people that read, they think that we can just pull the sun and then that means that everything's all happy and go lucky, that we're going to get to the union and the clarity and the togetherness, that we're going to get to the joy and the warmth. But that's not true. I just saw 444. That's not true. This is farther along for a reason. This comes right before judgment for a reason. Judgment comes right before the world, the leveling up, for a reason, okay? We've had to go through the dark. We've had to face our demons. We've had to go through tower moments. We've had to gain faith at the star. I just cut to it. We've had to lose everything. We've had to go through heartbreak. We've had to go through depression. We've had to go through anxiety. We've had to go through fear. We've had to go through all those things. We've had to face our demons. We've had to face our demons and face our temptations and face our fears at the level of the moon and go all the way through to get to the sun. But now we have the clarity. Now the clarity is here. What is the clarity? There's clarity here. The clarity is that this is your person. I don't like to say that because, a lot of people are watching these. And it's going to be different for everyone. But are you ready for your person? The truth is that, oh my God. There she is. She's reversed. Ace of Cups. She needs to fill her cup. She needs to make sure that she's not looking to the outside. She has everything that she needs. She's the ever-flowing, ever-beautiful Empress. Okay? They have all of it within them. They have the knowing. Let's start with the fire, because that's where we start, right? They have the passion. When we're ready to be the Emperor and the Empress, when we're ready to come into union, when we're ready to really do the sun thing, when we're ready to really do the Four of Wands thing, then we've balanced, then we check the elements. Doesn't mean we're perfect, but it means we have our eye on it. It means we have the awareness. It means that we believe in ourselves. It means that we recognize. They have the fire. They have the passion. They have the sexual attraction. They have the shared creativity, the shared vision for the future. They're excited about the possibilities of the future. Fire doesn't always, so when it comes to the Toad Code for relationships, and this does work for any decision that we make, is there fire? Is there sexual attraction? Is there excitement? Is there desire to see one another? Is there desire to create things together? Sexuality, creativity, passion. It doesn't need to be sexual attraction. Not everyone has that, but there needs to be desire, and there needs to be excitement, and there needs to be excitement for the projects that you're going to build together, for what you're going to create together, for the kingdom that you're going to create together. Okay? The fire is there. They have the love. Whoever this is, they have the love. They have the compassion. They have the empathy. They have the nurturing. They have the ability to care for one another. They have the intuitive connection. They have the spiritual connection. They fill each other up spiritually. They feel one another. They feel one another. This is the other half of intimacy. First there's fire and then there's water, right? This is the other half of intimacy. This is Venus, whereas fire is Mars. Oops. And then it comes together. They have the water. They also have the air. Look, they put her with a baby in this one. Remember how I talked about maybe she has a C-section? Maybe. They have the air. They're sure of themselves. They're sure of what they want. They can communicate enough. They can be clear with each other. They can be truthful with each other. Now, one thing that's true, so with the cups, it's like, is there spiritual fulfillment? Is there love? Is there compassion? With the air, it's like, yes, is there communication? But most of all, this is about trust. This is about truthfulness. This is about clarity. Okay? You have to be clear with your partner. You have to be sure of yourself. You have to be sure of the decisions that you're making. Okay? But whoever this couple is that I'm talking to, they got it, or they're working towards it. Okay? It doesn't have to be just yap, 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 like I said. It doesn't have to be that. When you have the other elements, then you don't need to overcompensate with some, you know? Now, some relationships, they're held up by one or two pillars, but those one or two pillars might be really strong. Like, and that's what might keep you in a relationship that's actually unstable. Like, if someone is in a relationship just for money, like, the person could have, like, a whole lot of money, but have nothing else. Or someone could have, like, a whole lot of, like, sexuality, but not a lot of brains. This is about the brains, too, you know? Are you matching up intellectually? They got it. They're on the same level. Okay? And then lastly, we have, of course, the King and the Queen of Pentacles. This is the trust. It goes from air to pentacle. So the truthfulness, the clarity, the expression that comes with the sword, with the air element, then leads to the pentacle. Then leads to the commitment. Because you can't really commit until you know something for sure. Right? Until something is clear. Until the foundation. You establish the foundation. You got to make it clear. And then you can start building. And then you just keep checking. And you see how it works in time. The earth element is the one that you just gotta go and then see how you function on a material level. How do you function in everyday reality? Right? Do you remain steadfast? Can you take care of your body? Can you take care of your home? Do you know how to play the game of life? Have you been playing long enough that you know how to keep yourself alive? 6th house stuff. But they're also just committed. They're not going anywhere. They're committed. Now, this is the thing with the commitment and the token. This is where it comes in handy. Okay? How to know whether or not you're safe to commit or not. If all of the elements are there, then you're safe to commit. If they're not, then that's when you know that it's not okay to commit. Okay? Commitment is everything, but only when it's on a stable foundation. If the foundation is not stable, then commitment doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how faithful you are if you're building on just 1 or 2 or even 3 pillars. Okay? Because that will lead to a tower moment. It must fall. Okay? Commitment is necessary, but only commitment to the one. Someone's dealing with their divine fucking counterpart. Tell me about the Emperor today. 4. 4 plus 1 equals 5. The Hierophant. It's the keystone, right? We have the 4. We have the keystone. Okay, so the Emperor is in love and ready to start building. You're just going to have to resonate with this. Oh my God! There's a fucking Emperor out there who's ready for the keystone. Oh, interesting. That's really cute. So with this deck, here too. With this deck, they had to expand them to make them bigger on either side. And so they put extra things. You see the little dove with the Ace of Cups from the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant. 2 aces. So cute, guys. 2 cups coming together. 2 Ace of Cups. It can only be 2 aces of cups. They are ready now. They're ready now. Okay, so that's for the Emperor. And he's ready. He's attracted. He wants her. There's no gender. There's no real gender. I just used the words he and she for the emperor and the empress and the kings and queens, but you could be whatever. I could be talking to females and be saying he. You can be the king of wands and you can be a female. But let's see how the empress is doing. What's the empress feeling today? What's the empress feeling today then? He's ready to commit. What about her? What's she wanting? The emperor could be staying home today. Could be celebrating. He could be going out with the Four of Wands. Are you fucking kidding me? I got the same cards. I got the same cards asking about the Empress. They are on the same page. Who is this for? The amount of mirroring. If there's any doubt left in your fucking head, it's time to figure it out. It's time to figure it out, okay? This can't be true for everyone that watches this. This can't be. It's almost like these divine counterpart readings, this whole emperor and empress thing, it just gets stronger every day. It's getting stronger every day. And I think that the reason, like, all of the divine counterparts coming out all the time, I think part of it is because there are some divine counterparts out there that are getting really close to union, that are getting really close to coming together. For others of us, because I believe, and this is why I get kind of annoyed seeing the king and the queen of wands all the time, you know, because I do believe that this can fit for everyone. I can believe that every reading can fit for everyone if you figure out where it's fitting into your life. Now, so for other people, like, this is obviously that someone is about to come together, but for others of us, it's us just becoming aware of this part of the spiritual path, accepting that this is part of the spiritual path, and preparing so that we can attract that. Okay. I know you have fear of abandonment and fear of being left out in the cold. This is your destiny. You have to rise up and do the thing. You have to rise up and face your fears. You have to reveal something. What's this? Someone needs to get something off their chest. There could be something that someone lied about or someone was sneaky about, and they need to be clear about that. Five of Swords reversed, there's an apology. There's communication. The tables are going to turn. No, you're not going to be left out in the cold. You're not going to be abandoned. You need to stop running. You need to stop running away. 10 of Wands again. There is something that someone needs to admit or get off their chest. Get off their back. King of Swords. Don't be cold. Queen of Swords. Why are they acting so cold with each other? Why are they acting cold with each other? There needs to be warmth. Yeah, they need to come in from the cold. Coming from the cold. Coming from the cold. That might have to be my song for today, is coming from the cold. Justice needs to be served. All right, let's read about Wolf. We'll see if it lines up so much. Oh, the Magician's on the bottom. The Magician's on the floor. Don't be dropping your power. Okay, Wolf, it says teacher. Okay. Wolf is the pathfinder, the forerunner of new ideas who returns to the clan to teach and share medicine. Wolf takes one mate for life and is loyal like dog. Have I not been talking about commitment and the earth element? They're ready to commit. If there's a question about that, the fact that both the Emperor, how's the Emperor feeling? I get the Four of Wands. I got the Four of Wands in 3 different decks. I got the 10 of Pentacles. They're ready to mate for life. There's a couple out here that is very committed. Leos are very loyal. We have Wolf. Okay. If you were to keep company with wolves, you would find an enormous sense of family within the pack, as well as a strong individualistic urge. These qualities make Wolf very much like the human race. As humans, we also have an ability to be part of society and yet still embody our individual dreams and ideas. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm going to have to share the Prophet. I'm going to have to share something from the Prophet today. I haven't done that in a really long time. In the Great Star Nation, Wolf is represented by Dog Star, Sirius, which legend tells us was the original home of our teachers in ancient times. Sirius was thought to be the home of the gods by the ancient Egyptians, and is still considered so by the Dogon tribe in Africa. This is another Tom Robbins thing. Half asleep in frog pajamas. It stands to reason the Native American peoples would formulate the same connection and adopt wolf people as the clan of teachers. The senses of wolves are very clean, and the moon is its power ally. The moon is the symbol for psychic energy, or the unconscious that holds the secret knowledge, the secrets of knowledge and wisdom. Baying at the moon may be an indication of Wolf's desire to connect with new ideas, which are just below the surface of consciousness. Wolf medicine empowers the teacher within us all to come forth and to aid the children of Earth in understanding the great mysteries of life. If you have drawn Wolf's card, you may be able to share your personal medicine with others. Your intuitive side may also have an answer or teaching for your personal use at this time. As you feel Wolf coming alive within you, you may wish to share your knowledge by writing or lecturing on information that will help others better understand their uniqueness or path in life. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. It is in the sharing of great truths that the consciousness of humanity will attain new heights. Wolf could also be telling you to seek out lonely places that will allow you to see your teacher within. In the aloneness of the power place, devoid of other humans, you may find the true you. Look for teachings no matter where you are. Wolf would not come to you unless you requested the appearance of the tribe's greatest teacher. So this is also talking about, I really was connected since I'm doing like a divine counterpart reading, apparently. This has a lot to do with like the together and the separateness that must remain. Okay. I'm going to post something special in my stories about the prophet. Okay. The tribe. This is about building your legacy, building your tribe. Four of Wands has a lot to do with community. It has a lot to do with our homes. There's a lot that has to do with family. This reading today is a reading about the long run good game. This is a reading 10, ace to the 10, baby. To the 10. Where's my 10 of Pentacles? See the King of Pentacles? There it is. We're forming our wolf pack. It's your chosen family. It's time to start coming together. This is really important with Uranus and Gemini. Uranus and Gemini is going to make you overthink. Okay, especially if you already have a placement in Gemini or a debilitated Mercury or something like this. Everyone, okay? And because we're moving into an air age, it's going to be easier to overthink. The best thing to do is to get out of our own heads, to be sure. We're coming together with our soul family. Toad code, come out of the walls of the city. Okay, this is a beautiful reading. All right, I love you guys. Bye.